People often say just start over. They make it sound like starting over is full of fun, full of excitement, full of hope. They make it sound so simple. But what they haven't really spoken about is that it can feel lonely sometimes. It can feel different. It can feel scary. It can feel uncertain. And sometimes it feels like you're even moving backwards instead of moving forward. This is Life, not a page from life, one episode at a time. Starting over isn't always a choice we wanted. There are some fresh beginnings or fresh starts that are not even planned. For example, relationship. When a relationship ends, when you go into a relationship, whether a romantic relationship or, you know, a friendship relationship, when you go in there, or when you get involved with someone, you you're not even thinking about how the relationship is going to end. You're not even thinking that it would end. You're not thinking negative, you're positive about it. You want to enjoy the moment, right? You're not even thinking about it ending anytime soon, right? But it might just catch you by surprise. Another one is when you lose a job. This is something that is not planned. It's not something that we really want it to happen. And another thing is maybe when your plan doesn't go as planned. If you have something planned for your own personal life, you want to do this, you want to do that, and it doesn't end up as planned, and you're disappointed because you wouldn't put in a lot of effort in something and hope that it will not go well, right? So when it doesn't go well, it's not because you want it to be so. It just happened unexpected. It's not your choice for it to happen that way. And because of that, you hardly hear people say, "Oh, I can't wait for this relationship to end. I can't wait for me to lose my job. I can't wait for this and that to happen." It's not by choice that we have to start over sometimes. When something you've held on to for so many years changes, it's actually normal for you to start wondering, what am I going to do? Like, I can't believe this just happened. Then you start asking yourself, what happens next? Where am I even going to start from? What is going to happen to me? It's actually normal for you to wonder, for you to think about all these things. And it makes you feel like whatever happened was just like a waste of time. Then you keep wondering, you're like, did I just waste my life with this person in this space, in this workplace? You wonder, and you feel like it's just a waste of time, you know because you probably haven't even achieved anything. You probably haven't even achieved anything from it. Honestly, it's so difficult because you have put in a lot of effort, and everything you have built is a waste, or has just crashed, and you don't even know what to do. Sometimes people do lose, they lose not just people but also opportunities. And the beginnings are usually very quiet. You find yourself sitting alone, trying to reflect on life, and trying to understand, what just happened and how to move from here. Trying to understand the situation, you know, trying to pick yourself up. And it's not easy at that phase. It would be so quiet, and it can be so calm, like very calm. When it comes to the workplace, you probably send in applications that go unanswered. You're probably trying to figure out, what to do in that moment. And some people will try to actually like learn new skill, or try to develop new hobbies, try to occupy your mind with a lot of things. And one thing I want to say is that when you are in that situation of starting over, it is actually very important to be positive, to say positive things about yourself and positive things about the moment. It might be hard because you are actually going through it, like you feeling sad, you feeling unwanted, you feeling like, okay, I need to get this done, but at the same time you're worried, like you're battling with a lot of things. But I do believe that when you try to sound more positive, speak light into your situation, it actually works. It actually works because there are moments that you feel down, and like just to encourage yourself, you tell yourself that you can do it. And if you have done it, I mean, you can do it again. If you did it before, you can do it again. you know you can actually do it again and do it even better. If you are not careful, you'll be facing battles of comparison. Comparison actually makes like starting over really, really hard. You'll be comparing yourself to others. They did this, they did that. They are getting this for themselves, they are getting this, they are here, they are there. And you're like, why am I in this situation? Why am I doing this? What is happening to me? Comparison is a thief of joy. It is. And if you keep comparing yourself to people, you're actually not going to be happy. I don't know if you will never be happy actually if you keep comparing yourself to people, saying they own this, they have this, they are doing this, they are doing that. I feel like, I mean, not that I feel, I believe that everyone's destiny is different. What you are meant to do is different from what someone else is meant to do. You know, people say we can control our destinies. I kind of do believe that, because if you're reluctant, you probably wouldn't even achieve anything. If you are there and you are not doing anything, and you keep crying about your problems, what you're going through, it's not going to solve anything. So you better just get up and keep going. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy, but you have to take a step. It's not easy. You have to take a step. You have to start from somewhere, you know. Take a step, then another step, and then you're, improving on yourself, getting better, getting better. You might find some potholes somewhere. You might land in situations where I mean, it's reasons, and I mean, you don't even expect that it would happen in the first place. But it would be like a learning curve, right? And then you pick it from there, and then you keep moving. But if you stay at one place and you're not putting in the effort, obviously it's going to be hard to achieve something. So if you comparing yourself to people rather than actually putting in the effort to make yourself better, it would be hard to get out of, a situation. And to start over, you may even doubt yourself. You may be wondering, did I even make the right decision? Is this even going to work? What if it doesn't work? Am I late? Am I too late? No, you're not late. You're not late. Just start over. Well, are you making the right decision? I think you are. I mean, most of the time you're making the right decision when you're starting over. I mean, in the moment you actually feel like, you may not be making the right decision. But most of the time you're making the right decision because whatever situation you're coming from probably wasn't even helping you in the first place. And the reason why there is doubt is because growth often feels like a loss. Because to grow, you're gonna lose people, you will lose habits, you will lose routines, you're gonna lose comfort. So because of that, you're probably wondering what the next step feels like and if you're actually making the right decision. But one step It's still a progress. Make that phone call. Show up one more day and see what happens. Who knows? Starting over isn't about pretending that whatever happened didn't really happen, but it's about not carrying the weight with you, but carrying the lessons that you have learned from whatever has happened. And who knows, you may have the best story to tell one day. Thank you for staying with me. This is Life Notes, and I'll see you in another page from life.